you mentioned something very. I saw that you made a post. You're gonna be doing more club racing and all that type of stuff. How is the racing in California? It's been some time since I've been out there. I'm in basically southeast based. I don't really know how things are going out there. I still see JBRLs are going on. I see Drake now earns Thunder Alley. Chris Nelson earns
On the
Palm Desert. Notches coming back. There's some backyard tracks. There's this. I'm completely lost at how the RC scene is right now in SoCal.
I would say like the 8 scale side of things is doing really well. There's a lot of tracks. We had almost no tracks for a little bit. We had like our key. We had the dirt, rev, hot rod, which is 10 scale, 8 scale. But when Thunder was down, we lost Chula Vista a long time ago. SoCal Nitro went away. What else do we have? There's a couple other tracks that closed down, and it seemed like it was like kind of towards the end. But now it's like we've restarted, and like everything is just you can go race any day of the week, really. We have Channel Islands up north. There's Thunder Alley. There's the Drake Raceway. There's the dirt. There's a new track in Ramona. There's a new track opening in El Centro. I haven't really seen much on that yet, but I think there's a new track out here in the high desert. I gotta still go out there and check it out. But yeah, there's just tracks popping up everywhere now, and you can pretty much go and race at any of them or practice anytime. Huckleberry is probably one of my favorite tracks. It's a smaller track. We run E-Buggy. They only run electric stuff, but it's a fun time. It kind of has the OCRC vibes because a lot of the OCRC guys got 8 scale cars and they race there on Wednesdays or Tuesdays, depending on when Matt Olson's back in. But yeah, dude, there's a lot of time. There's a lot of tracks you can go to. That Ramona track that I went to last weekend was really cool. Like, probably has more elevation than the Drake Raceway does now. I was standing on the lowest, I guess it'd be the lowest lane, and the step up was above my head, and then there was a lane above that. It was when you're on the back straightaway, the driver's stand is almost equal height with the back lane. It was It was super cool. Yeah, it was a big track. Definitely want to go back there. The owners are really cool, so I think I'm gonna go back down there soon.
Nice. So, are they getting the entries that they need to support these tracks there in California?
I think so. I think it's going up. I didn't see what the Drakes had on Sunday, but I know that there was a lot of races going on. And then people were traveling to different races. I know a lot of the SoCal guys went over to Thornhill to get the Nationals experience. So I think last weekend was a little bit off, but in general, we're averaging a couple hundred entries. Not a couple hundred, but 100 entries at every race, club race. Which is pretty good for club racing, I think. And JBRLs are always kind of floating around the 200 mark, and we'll see what Notches does. Notches are usually pretty laid back. People like that out here, so I would imagine his are going to go well too.
Okay. Now, are we having weekday racing as well? I know we have Tuesday night nationals at Hot Rods, but are we seeing racing going on at evening times after work in the 8 scale community there?
The dirt does Friday nights. Huckleberry is either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when Matt Olson's around, because he runs the race program over there. But as far as I know, it's mostly weekends. A lot of the weekend racing, and it's kind of
all year round, right?
Yeah, year round. I mean, it rarely rains here, so you can run pretty much any time of the day, any time of the week.
It rains when it's DNC.
Yeah, we get all our rain during DNC. That's pretty much what happens. That is the craziest thing. Like, it doesn't matter where it's at, you're going to get rain. Doesn't know where on the schedule. It could be February, it could be March. I'm sure it could be July and it'll probably rain.
I have a question, and you might be biased because you're from California. Do you know how like California used to be the RC Mecca and you had to go there? Do you still think California, SoCal is that Mecca that it once was?
I think it hasn't lost anything. Just other states are catching up, just like in motocross. Like a lot of the tracks out here for motocross guys they grow up out here. They kind of have that California dirt style, but then you go over to Florida and you have like your Chase Sexton, you have the Lawrence brothers, and you have those guys. So I think the same thing's kind of happening in RC. Like you see a lot of Florida guys getting good. It's a Midwest guy. I mean, with RC, you'll see more Midwest guys picking up a lot of speed. So I don't think California has lost anything. I think just everything else is leveling up, if that makes sense.
That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. I remember like the formula to get faster back in the day was to go to California. Like go for a year. I'm wondering if
I know
that's
so many people wanted to move here just to get better at racing.
I know.
Now it's like you can get better at racing anywhere now. It's almost better to get like where Jared Wiggins is at because he has a track in his backyard and it's a full size track. So you can I think you can do it anywhere at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's healthy communities all around that have regionally fast guys who are high upper immediate, intermediate to lower seed, right to lower seed to B main pro racers. You know what I mean? They're fast. They're like
I think before you could go like if you left California and you went and raced in like Idaho or something like that, chances are you're going to be the fastest person there by a mile. Now you go there and like, oh, I'm going to smoke these guys, and you get there and you're not even on pace. You're like, whoa, what happened?
That's a good example. Very good example.
Yeah.
Very good example. I think that I've been to a lot of RC races over the last 2 years, mostly in the Southeast, and see people from all over the world, but all over America come as well. And man, it's a lot of fast people out there. You know, I've been to races where, like you said, you think I don't think I'm the fastest one. You don't think there's going to be anybody faster, and then you see some kid and he's out there. You're like, man, this kid needs to go out of her and go somewhere and go race somewhere. Like, you know,
he needs to go race big races.
Yeah. So it's people are fast, man, and I think the internet has a lot to do with that. People can watch a lot of racing now, learn things. These young kids nowadays, they watch stuff and they're learning things. The PlayStation generation. My son was like that when he went to his first RC race. So I think that I think that everybody, I tell people if you're gonna go DNC, do the weekend before DNC and do the whole of DNC because that's the full DNC experience, right? Go out there on a Thursday, go to Revelation because everybody's gonna be there. Everybody's gonna be at Revelation on Friday, and then Saturday there's gonna be a race somewhere, and everybody's gonna be there, or they'll be out practicing somewhere. And then Sundays people might take a chill, but Monday they'll be back out practicing. So I'm gonna do
Monday usually like rebuild day.
Yeah, probably.
All the cars are in pieces, so you're prepping everything. So
today
it's like show up.
I like the DNC race. I'm gonna come next year. I think I'm gonna prepare for it. I am going to prepare for it.